Hey, great Friday morning. Hope you're doing well. It's 15 minutes to mastery. I'm Cesar Mascoro, and you are awesome. So today in the 15 minutes to mastery, it's a daily encouragement, folks. For those of you that are checking this out for the first time, we come in each and every day and get you some words of wisdom, some little priming the pump to get your day going with a quote. We talk a little bit about it, we apply it to our lives, we apply it to our business, and then we go out and kick some butt for the rest of the day because we need each other. We have to lift each other up, right? So today's quote is from John D. Rockefeller, and it says, "Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great." Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. So let's talk about that for a little bit. What does that mean? Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. Well, it's pretty simple, right? Too many people are comfortable. You have to be uncomfortable. Only great things happen when you're uncomfortable. What do they say, right? It takes pressure to make diamonds. Pressure. Is pressure comfortable? No, it's not. It's not, right? That constant uncertainty, that stress, and some people try to avoid all of this as much as they possibly can, and that's why we're on that road to easy, which is the road to nowhere. And then you sit back and they're wondering, why do these things happen to me? Why does this always happen to me? Well, it's because you're not going after great things. So don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. Another way of saying it, right? What is it? Aim for the moon, you'll land amongst the stars. Because the more you push yourself, you may not hit the ultimate goal. Okay. And like we said, there really is no ultimate goal, ladies and gentlemen. The goalpost always moves. Okay. But anyway, you may not hit the ultimate goal, but if you're truly focused on a goal, if you're truly working towards a plan, you're going to do so much more than you currently have done. You're going to get that much further along. All right. If your goal is a certain dollar amount, let's say every year you've made $50,000. And if you set yourself a goal of 100, well, you may not hit 100, but you're going to hit more than 50. As long as you work that plan to hit 100, you're going to make more than 50. And that's simply because you gave up good, which is if you were making 50 grand 3, 4, 5 years in a row, you're good. You're good with that, right? So giving up the good to go for the great. And folks, it doesn't just have to be financial. It doesn't have to be only a financial thing. I mean, if you've got other goals, great, man. We talk about it all the time, right? Family, faith, fitness, and finances. Those are the four F bombs. Those are the ones that are important. And you need to strive after those. So better relationships, better spirituality, better fitness, and of course your finances. Your goals should have every one of those categories in them. And we keep talking about goals because, man, it is December 8th. December 8th. You're 3 weeks away from the new year. And if you haven't already planned out your goals, then, you're behind. You're behind. How can, I mean, you need to take this weekend and really stop and think through, what have I done so far? What's been good? What hasn't been so good? Kind of like my voice right now, right? And how can I go after great? What would be great in my finances? What would be great in my faith? What would be great in my fitness? What would be great in my family? And set goals for all of those things, but leave good behind. Go after great. And then once you hit great, go after outstanding. And once you hit outstanding, go after elite. That's why all our training systems at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, all our marketing, everything that we talk about is next level. And for some folks, next level is one thing, and for others, it's another, because there's always a next level. Next level training for next level results. That's our slogan, right? And we're after helping housing consultants become elite housing consultants. We're purpose driven and results oriented. Now I got to share a story with you guys, man, and because it goes just with what I'm talking about. Okay, yesterday I had a meeting with a retailer. Okay, had a great. I had two meetings yesterday. Actually, one was through Zoom and one was in person. Had a great Zoom meeting with a gentleman out of Michigan who is packing up shop. He left his business because he's starting a retail center, a retail sales lot in North Carolina, and so he reached out, wanted some help. Wants to make sure he gets that thing going in the right direction from the moment he gets there. So he and I are going to work together. I'm going to be over there. It looks like I'm going to be out there the week of Christmas, day after Christmas, probably be out there, right? So you'll see more of that as we go along. But anyways, here's what I'm getting at. This gentleman, okay, been in the hotel industry. He has some previous manufactured home experience in his previous life, right? In a community as an investor, but he's been in the hotel industry for a few years. Made great money. He was in charge of, I think he told me, it was something like 400 employees, something of that nature, right? Has his wife. They have 4 kids, younger kids, even younger than mine. All right, younger than my 10 and 6-year-old. They're all in the 7 to 4-year-old range, I think, is what they are. But anyway, this gentleman is leaving good to go after great. He is going after more and so much more. And he's doing it by helping other people. He's putting himself and his family through huge changes, huge pressures to be able to help more people and do better for them and do better for his own family. And I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I am taking this here personal in a great way. It's going to be my personal mission to make sure that this gentleman, his family, and the people in that area in North Carolina where he's going to be are going to have the best possible experience and support and service and sales that they have ever had through this gentleman, his family, and whomever he adds to his team as he grows. Just like we're doing here in Tyler, Texas with Mobile Home Masters and what we've done for them. Huge strides of improvements. For those of you in the industry, okay, just to give you an example, in October, before I started with these guys and helping them out in their consulting program, they delivered 2 homes. Last month in November, we funded 5. You may say, well, that's not a huge jump, but in this business, between 2 to 5 is a big difference, right? Especially when you've been averaging 1 or 2 the last 3 or 4 months. So it's a big jump. For December, we're projecting 9 already. And most of those already closed. I think we're only needing to close 2 of them. And in January, we've already got 7, and 4 of which are already closed. So those are the results that we're after. But these folks here are leaving good to go after great. The gentleman in Michigan, uprooting his family to move to North Carolina, where he and I are going to get started on getting his sales lot going. He's leaving good to go after great, right? And so I had another meeting yesterday, and that's the antithesis, the opposite of that, because this group can do so much more. They could, and the people of the area where they're at deserve so much more. They deserve better from anybody in that area. But I'm only talking about them because that's who I was meeting with. And these folks are okay with good. They're not truly wanting to improve. Or maybe they are, but just, maybe just not ready for it. I'm gonna just leave it like that, right? I'm not one to bash anybody. But when you're not wanting to improve, when you're not wanting to get better, and that goes against everything, and especially for those of us that are faith based, right? If you're a Christian, if you, whatever you believe in, but I'm just talking about, okay, if you've got a faith of any sorts, right? Be it God, be it Buddha, be it Allah, whatever it may be, I don't know, the universe, okay? All of those are centered around continuous improvement, being better, doing more, helping, growing, constantly just doing the right thing. Somewhere along the lines, ladies and gentlemen, we have become a society of people that only look for comfort. That's it. And some may dabble, some may try. Hey, I'm gonna start a little business. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna do everything online, and oh my gosh, nobody's responding, nobody's moving forward. So I just give up. I'm gonna go back and I'm just gonna sit on my couch and I'm gonna do anything. And you give up on yourself, you give up on your family, you give up on your dreams, you give up on your goals, you give up on society. You just it's pretty bad, right? To think of it that way, but it's the truth. It's the truth, because each and every one of us could do so much more. That's why one of my hashtags and everything is do more, do more. And those that are around me, whether it's my clients like here, believe me, when I first came to Mobile Home Masters, they were like, oh my gosh, this guy, hold on, hold up, right? But then they've seen the benefits. They've made the changes. They themselves on the daily are improving at being those people that continue to push themselves, continue to move forward, continue to put themselves in uncomfortable situations so that they can continue to grow, because that's what we're after. We want to leave good behind, man. We want to go after great. And once you achieve great, you want to go after outstanding. And once you've achieved outstanding, you want to go after elite. And whatever is after elite, that's what we're after, because it's next level. It's always next level. Always, always, always go after next level, because that is what you were made for. Nobody around you may tell you that, but that's what you were made for. That's what you can do. And sometimes you just need that little push, sometimes it may need to be a kick in the butt, whatever it may be. Go after it. Go after it and get it done, because you can and you should. Because if we go through life just living for us and I'm just going to take care of me and I'm just going, imagine if everybody did that. What a sad, sad world this would be. I mean, it already kind of is the way things are going. But there's still great people out there who try and do so much more for other people. And it's just a shame that those people get looked at kind of sideways, like, huh? And people think that, why is this guy trying to even help? Why wouldn't he just, it doesn't, or why is this woman trying to help? Doesn't make sense. Doesn't compute. That's a sad perspective. That's a sad reality of society right now. So leave good behind. Go after great. And if you need help, man, reach out to me. I will answer your questions. Like I said earlier on a story that I did on Instagram, I may not have all the right answers, but I'll get you some answers and I'll help you any which way that I can to be able to get to where you need to get to. But it takes you taking the first step in making that happen. Just like this guy right here, Byron. Right here, Mobile Home Masters. This guy, man, he's made huge improvements. Complete 180 of the guy that I first met, and I'm thoroughly impressed with where he's gone. But he's a guy that I know at first I probably came on like strong, and he's like, who the hell is this guy? But He's made tremendous adjustments and continue to push himself to grow. So I encourage you to do the same thing. Leave good behind, go after great, because there's always the next level to get to. And don't forget, those of you in the manufactured home industry, all right, you can go to Manufactured Home Sales Mastery and get your full house training cards. All right, get those ordered right now, and that way you can become a better closer. Check those out right there, man. Okay. They are 50 objections in the manufactured home industry that you can get ordered. Manufacturedhomesalesmastery.com. Go on out there, get them ordered right now, /full house pre-order. You get it for $69.99 each. Great savings, but they're going to make you a ton of money because you're going to get that much better at the close, inside, on the first visit, and get more business done. You guys have a great weekend. And as always, I can't wait to meet you.